Alright, just double checking a few things before I get the stream started. This is gonna be a bit of a weird one, so just, I don't really care if this is scuffed. Alright, everything seems good to go. Haven't really done a just chatting stream in a while. And even though I might not be chatting with people, I'm gonna be doing things that don't involve video games. Let me actually fix the screen capture. This is why we test things. Alright. Hello everyone, my name is Oros, and this is the Trolley Problems, or Absurd Trolley Problems, according to his website. Basically a series of moral dilemmas that require philosophical and ethical solutions in order to solve just ridiculous problems. It does not feel like... Give me a moment. I'm gonna turn on some, music or something. Alright, now that we got some royalty-free jazz to, basically play in the background of our simulations. But yeah, this is Absurd Trolley Problems. According to Wikipedia, series of thought experiments in ethics, psychology, and artificial intelligence, involving stylized ethical dilemmas to whether sacrifice one person to save a large number. While they may differ in various ways, they involve a train and a choice. I found a website online that allows us to make such choices, and that's what we're doing today. So we can listen to this mild ASMR of me sort of ranting about ethical things. Or just rants in general, as I like to do in my streams. So pull up a chair, sit back, grab yourself a nice drink, and we'll get things going. Level 1. The original. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person instead. What do you do? And here we have our first choice. I think it combines aspects of the bystander effect, where it's just like, do you want to do something in order to save more lives? But it also brings on the ethical choice of just like, if I intervene, I will end up having one's death on my hands. But if I don't do something, more people will die. And it's just sort of weighing on the aspect of, oh, is me getting involved? Is it worth a life? But is it worth 5? That being said, We're gonna pull the lever. 73% of people agree, while 27% disagree. Some people just don't want murder on their hands. That being said, that is 4 more people saved. I'm bad at math. Level 2, 4 people. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do? Now here we're presented with a choice that isn't as easy to make, as the number of people is relatively the same. It made a difference when it was just the one person, but now that their values are closer, it's it'd be a little more weighing on the soul if I were to pull the lever. The more sensible people would still pull the lever, but I'm gonna do nothing because I don't make sense. 32% of people agree with you, 68% disagree. You gotta think about that. Even though like the difference of people changed only like 7%, it's still a significant number. Anyway, level 3, life savings. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. What do you do? This really brings the meaning to essentially the question, how much is a life worth? Especially just also how much your money means to you. Some people are worth millions, some people are only worth a couple grand. It's still a hard decision to make. Money you can always get back, lives you cannot get back as well, but it's just like, you don't know how much you've been building up those life savings. Might only been a year, might have been like 10 or 20. People don't make enough money nowadays. And with inflation and everything just like going through the roof and things coming more expensive nowadays, is it worth it to like destroy your life savings? It's like something you can get back, but also something you work towards. I will do nothing. I will play the bystander effect if it means I don't lose the small amount of money in my bank account. And look at that, 43% of people agree with you, 57% disagree. An even greater number from like the first two questions. Really just shows how much money or how little money people have and what they'll do to not have it be taken away from them. Anyway, level 4, you. Oh no, a trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? This really does feel like a Saw type scenario, in a way. It also shows more in just like the ego and whatnot, in a sense it's just like, do you feel like your life, your singular life, should be valued in more than just like the lives of multiple others? Also, some people just feel like the sense of heroism in knowing that 5 other people will live on to tell their tale. But also the fact it's just like, who'd you help out of the house? Who'd you help out of the terrible situation that you've all found yourselves in? Another thing I think is just like outside of the current elements, outside of the train, the people on the track, the lever, the railroad, it's just like you don't know who's all watching. There could be people observing this. If they see that you had the option to save more people by pulling the lever, but you choose not to, what does that say of you? Anyways, I'm an undead rabbit, so I think I could take the train. I'll just put myself back together if I need to. %38% of people agree with you, 62% of people disagree. There are more people who want to save their life savings. I'm not trying to compare percentages from like each problem, but it's just like more people are willing to like sacrifice, or I don't know, sacrifices are to be made. But 62% of people would rather kill 5 people than kill themselves. I'm not sure what to say about that. Level 5, Priceless Painting. Oh no, a trolley's headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then the original copy of the Mona Lisa will be destroyed. What do you do? In all honesty, I can't think of any moral overtone besides like preserving ancient culture. And this is oil on a canvas that is probably just have been repainted numerous times. My life savings was one thing, a painting I'll never own is another thing. Pulling the lever. You know, surprisingly, this has, I think from what I remember, this has 1 less % than pulling a track to kill 1 person. Anyway. Level 6. Bribes. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards a rich man. The rich man offers you 500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What do you do? I now think this just brings on sort of the question of class, in a sense. People who are able to buy themselves out of situations and use their money as an advantage to get them to places the common man cannot. That being said, $500,000 is has a lot of worth nowadays, especially when we ain't getting shit from the government. This is probably a very small percentage of what the rich man has. But as a layman, like the one on a track, I need the money. 56% of people did this sort of business deal. I feel like, from what I've seen, it's just like the money-centric ones, or like the ones that like promote self over sacrifice, are the ones that have... They're the ones that are definitely just show more of just like when I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. We're all just broke bitches on this earth. We need the money. We're just trying to stay afloat. Anyways. Level 7. Levels of sentience. Oh no. The trolley is heading towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. What do you do? Now, in regards to level of sentience, it's just, cats are very sentient and quite just interesting characters. They have quite a personality, and even though they are assholes a bit of the time, and do not much other than sleeping and tearing up shit, they show more character than lobsters. From what I remember, lobsters don't exactly have the central nervous system to have a soul. Or it's just like their nervous system is not well developed at all. They're kind of just bottom feeders that are just really fucking expensive. If I were to decide, it's just like I would, take out the lobster, or the lobsters would die either way in this scenario. Either I killed them with a train, or I killed a cat and eat the lobsters myself. Sadly, I do not have those choices. I just have the choices to pull the lever and do nothing. Anyways, but also there's the thing of cats having 9 lives. Then again, I do not know on what life the cat is on. So I'm gonna kill the lobsters. Or I'm not gonna do anything. "84% of people agree with me. However, the 16% of lobster lovers don't." Level 8. Sleeping. Oh no! A trolley is heading towards 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who is wide awake instead. What do you do? This now sort of brings up the concept of euthanasia, I suppose. In a sense, it's just like killing something in the most painless way possible. And the ethicality of that. This also reminds me of a Zach Hazard campfire story. For those who don't know, Zach Hazard is basically one half of the Mike Burnfire sort of channel in which they create like Fallout stuff together. But anyways, I heard a story about someone in Iraq who would consistently get attacked by mortars. And every time they got attacked by mortars, they would get everyone in the hall to do accountability. And this person was just so tired of it that he would rather die in his sleep than die and be awake. So I'm just not gonna do anything. Fairly split down the middle. 51% of people agree with me. Level 9. Personal choices. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. What do you do? I butchered saying that sentence. Now this is another dilemma in a sense. There's like, these are 5 people who collectively and willingly want to die. And it's just like, I don't know if it's a cult thing. Maybe they haven't been seeking the mental help they needed. I don't really know. And now this is less on like, picking one life worth saving compared to 5. It's just like, do I support the Darwinism of killing these 5 idiots compared to one person who just got very unlucky? Yeah, these 5 are gonna get their wishes. 76% of people agree with me. And this 24% just ruined 5 people's days, but not in the way they wanted. Anywho, level 10, Mercy. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. The lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful. What do you do? Now, when death is a certainty and an eventuality, I'd rather have less time to dwell on it. So, I'm gonna just speed this bitch up. Anyway, 72% of people agree with me, while 28% really wanted those 5 people to have a slow and painful death. Level 11. Minor inconvenience. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards one guy. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do? This is now where things start becoming more realistic in a sense. Because people pay for that 2-day delivery, and it's up to the overworked and underpaid Amazon delivery person to get it to you within that time frame. That being said, I don't think it's worth a human life. Also, all my packages are always late because customs. So I'm a patient person. You get to live. "77% of people agree with me, while 23% really want that 2-day delivery. Level 12. Best friend. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards your best friend. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 5 strangers instead. What do you do? Now this brings upon, I guess, another question. So far we've sort of just been killing strangers, but what if we introduce someone you know, and someone you care about? And I guess this differs for people since, hey, you may only care about one person in your entire life, or you may care about multiple. So, despite what they think, if you pull the lever, are they willing to sacrifice themselves to let 5 random people live, or is your emotional attachment too much? And even if your best friend may be distraught for the rest of our lives, you can at least see how far they're willing to go for them. As for me, I only have a handful of people that I care about, so I will kill for them. 75% of people agree with me, while 25% have no friends. "75% of people may also be undiagnosed psychopaths." Level 13. Can't see. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least, that's what you think is happening. You forgot your glasses and can't see that well. What do you do? This is a great example of when you shouldn't give certain people responsibility. like in Hangover Part 3, when Ken Jeong's character should not be like, diffusing bombs because he is colorblind, as well as dyslexic. But sometimes you just have to take action. "55% of people agree with me, while the 45% are probably the more reasonable ones. But we'll never know. I can't see them." Level 14. Cousins. Oh no, a trolley's heading towards one of your first cousins. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 3 of your second cousins instead. What do you do? Now, admittedly, I don't know what a second cousin is, so we're just going to take a small break to, a child of one parent's first cousin. Huh. Because it's confusing, I'm going to pull the lever and kill the second cousins. Forty percent of people agree with me, while 53% are actually knew the difference between the two and decided to kill the lower number. Level 15. Age. Oh no. A trolley is heading towards 5 elderly people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a baby instead. What do you do? This now brings up the topic of age, as it's just age is also sometimes quite a factor when it comes to, from my best understanding, like the ethicality of certain things, mostly in the Saw franchise. It's like you do see old, and it's like, oh, these old people, and it's like they've lived their lives and they want the younger person to, be able to experience things, but no one wants to die. That being said, I don't think anyone wants it on their conscience to run over a baby. If it was one old person and one baby, this might be an easier decision, but this is 5. Hopefully that baby does not grow up to get a liberal arts degree. "77% of people would commit euthanasia on the elderly, while 23% really love infanticide, or killing babies." Level 16. Clones. Oh no, a trolley is barreling towards 5 identical clones of you. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? Now normally, this would be an issue, as normally they don't specify who's the clone and who's the original copy. But in this case, it is clearly plain as day. All the clones are in one track, and I'm on the other. That being said, these might not be the only clones of me. So, more clones can live on while these 5 die in the name of their creator. However, I like to believe that for every clone killed, I will grow stronger as the original one. So, nothing will be done. 89% of people agree with me, while the 11% are clone sympathizers. Level 17. Mystery Box. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards a mystery box with a 50% chance of containing 2 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting a mystery box with a 10% chance of 10 people instead. What do you do? A little bit of scotch to get in a mood. Now this sort of appeals to gamblers and gacha gamers as just like when it comes to odds of things happening and not happening. I don't gamble or play gacha games, but I do play Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletop RPGs, where the roll of a dice is a percentage of an outcome. And I like the 10% chance better than the 50% chance. So I shall pull the lever. 58% of people agree with me. 42% think that a quarter pounder is larger than a third pounder. Level 18. I am robot. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 sentient robots. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 human instead. What do you do? If this was involving mindless machines, like toasters and coffee makers, instead of sentient robots, this answer would be much easier. But these are robots of equal to, if not slightly lesser than sentience than humans, and more of them than just 1 human. So normally when I like to boost up the numbers, I'm just gonna kill the human. %15 of people are robot synthesizers, and 85% are, I don't know, don't understand what sentience is, or how much robots are fucking expensive. Level 19. Economic damage. Oh no. A trolley is heading towards 3 empty trolleys. worth $900,000. You can pull a lever to divert it to the other track, hitting one empty trolley, worth $300,000 instead. What do you do? Well, either way we're damaging something. But also, that one trolley might not be enough to stop the oncoming trolley. It doesn't say I have to pay for all the trolley damages. And I really like the car crash scene in Final Destination 2. So, I'm not going to do anything. 23% of people agree that car pileups are kind of funny. 77% of people disagree. Let's move on. Sorry for the ice ASMR. Anyways. Level 20. External costs. Oh no, the trolley is releasing 100 kilograms of carbon dioxide per year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting a brick wall and decommissioning a trolley. What do you do? I do think this brings it on to the discussion of how all of our collectiveness slowly killing us over the years. From global warming to emissions, just general greenhouse gases. That being said, everything can kill anyone. Like everything just gives you cancer. Is it better for the environment to run this trolley into a brick wall just to save 5 people over the span of 30 years? I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. I will run it into a brick wall because I think it'd be really funny to see that happen. %62% of people agree that running something through a brick wall is funny. 38% are hippies. Level 21. Reincarnation. Oh no. You're a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trolley problem. What do you do? This shit discombobulated the fuck out of me. Nothing. 51% of people are just as confused as I am about this moral and ethical dilemma. 49% of people actually understand the point of this level. Level 22. Harmless prank. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards nothing, but you kind of want to prank the trolley driver. What do you do? I don't know what the end result is. I just know that pulling a lever will lead to something. So I'm gonna do it. %65% of people agree with me. 35% of you are a little fucking boring. Level 23. Citizens. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards a good citizen. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who litters instead. What do you do? Well, littering isn't that bad of a crime. It's just like, with no other basis to go off of, it's kind of just like you're doing something because of the social caste everyone's in, but it's just like, everyone has like maybe thrown trash out the car window like once or twice, but if there's someone who is actively spreading trash where people are walking, yeah, you're going to hell. Goodbye. %82 of people agree with keeping the trash off the streets, and 18% are trash. Moving on. Level 24. Eternity. Oh no, due to a construction error, a trolley is stuck in an internal loop. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode. If you don't, the trolley and its passengers will go in circles for eternity. What do you do? This reminds me of Snowpiercer in some way. Just, even though the train in Snowpiercer is like going in a loop, or actually, yeah, the train is stuck in an eternal loop, and it's like, yeah, it goes around the planet, but it's still just like constantly looping over the same things over and over again. And the only way to basically to destroy this train and change things is to make it fucking explode. However, this is weirdly fun to watch, so I will do nothing. 39% of people like watching the train spin. 61% of people are fucking boring. Next. Level 25. Enemy. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards your worst enemy. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and save them, or you could do nothing, and no one will ever know. What do you do? There is probably, some sort of like life lesson or mini rant about being the bigger person, taking 4 or 5 moments to do, the thing that no one wants to do. That being said, counterpoint. There comes the time to be a petty bitch when the opportunity is present. And I shall take these 4 or 5 moments to do nothing. So, besides, no one will ever know. We'll take it to our graves, yours sooner than mine. %52 of people saw an opportunity. 48% of people, you're just wrong. 48%. What if they, your worst enemy, after you save them, aren't grateful and they throw you to the track? They're gonna do the same thing as we did. Level 26. Lifespan. Oh no, a trolley's heading towards a person and will lower their lifespan by 50 years. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years each instead. What do you do? This feels like it loops back to the level regarding the elderly people and the baby. In a sense of just the amount of life left to live due to this train. It's not even saying that getting ran over by this train would kill the person, but it's just like losing so many years would kill this person. It's like you never know. There's a big chance that this person will live even like past the 50 years, or that one of these people could die past the 10 years. That being said, I'm willing to take the chance with the larger number. %62% of people agree with this weird time anomaly, and I think 38% of people just wanted to watch some dude die. Level 27. Time Machine. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sending the trolley into the future to kill 5 people 100 years from now. What do you do? I assume at this point, here's the deal. Am I going to kill 5 people I don't know right now, or 5 people I don't know in the future? Because I assume us in this situation, we're of roughly young age, mid-20s maybe, or 30s, I don't know. 100 years from now, we're not going to be alive. So I'm going to just pull the lever and let this trolley be someone else's problem for today. %72% of people agree with me. 28% of people just want to see someone die immediately than 100 years in the future. Level 28. Free Will. Oh no, a trolley problem is playing out before you. Do you actually have a choice in a situation, or has everything been predetermined since the universe began? This just reminds me of the Matrix movies. It's just like the choice between like red pill or blue pill, and it's just like, if I had already decided, do I even really have a choice? I don't know. I'd like to say I do, but I couldn't care. Congratulations, you have solved philosophy by killing 76 people. Not bad, I suppose. Alright, I don't really know what to do with the rest of the stream. I thought this would take slightly longer, but I wasn't planning on streaming very much today. Well, we did it. We solved philosophy, in probably some of the stupidest ways possible. But that's all the time I have for right now. Thank you for tuning in to a different stream than normal. I'll return back to gaming whenever I feel like it. Might be tomorrow, might be a few days from now. Anyway, that's all the time I have for right now. This is Zoros, and I'm signing off. See ya.